Hey, Capsule people. I wanted to talk about the tactical overlay. Regrettably, being zoomed in on your spaceship is all pretty, but it really doesn't give you information about what's happening around you. I'm going to suggest turning on the tactical camera. We'll see in a moment a few things you can do with it. And turning on the tactical overlay, Control D, right over here. What we want to do is zoom out a bit from our ship, and what we'll see is now we start seeing these rings on this nice grid showing you the distance of stuff around you. At the moment I'm orbiting some rock over there at 100 kilometers. Then these NPCs are chasing me, and I can see that these little lines stretch from them up to my grid onto these dots right over there. Alright? Those dots show me that all those things connected to those dots are 100 kilometers away from me. And the line is showing me that they're below me in space. If I was in fancy camera mode, I wouldn't see this stuff. Looking around, zoomed in on my ship, I'd have to chase stuff. Having the tactical camera with the tactical overlay keeps everything locked in place and allows you to assess the location much better. Another thing, now that we have the tactical camera on, I can now, with my right click, drag, and move around in the space around me to have a better overview of what's happening in certain areas. This is situationally useful nonetheless. Definitely more useful than a camera chasing a bug. This also goes really handy with maneuvering your ship with the Q key, and I'll show that in the next video. Another thing about the tactical overlay, a lot of these little extra lines are being shown, right? When it's off. Now, when it's on, there's a line attaching me to the thing I'm orbiting, to my orbit. There's a line showing the direction that my ship is facing, and the length represents its speed. Obviously, you can't gauge exact numbers with this, but it gives you a good idea of what's going on. If we look over here at these ships, we can see this ship is chasing me, alright, at that speed, alright? And if I click it, a little line will attach from my ship to it, so I know in which direction the ship that I have selected is. I just follow the line on in this 3D space. There's a lot of helpful information here. This is a good way to gauge which direction to go with your transversal if you're using turret weapons. And I'll show with how to maneuver your ship in space in the next video.